Ah, the last participant of the day. Why don't you take a seat here?
I heard about how this outreach program is supposed to help people somehow. Well, as you can see from my forehead, I would really like an opportunity to get rid of this.
I'm so sorry for the way people have treated you. I just wish. You'd think that as a religious leader.
You mean the religious leader? Oh, great head monk Jind?
As the religious leader, you'd think I'd be able to influence the outcome. But the hearts of people are not so easily changed. Compassion can only be taught when people are open to being taught.
Bummer, that. By that logic, a lot of people are open to being taught that breaking a 12-year-old's arms is a fun pastime.
The way you speak reminds me a lot of someone I know. In fact, this might help you. It's enchanted to disguise one's appearance.
This ancient seashell bracelet?
Not quite as strong as the sand dollar, but it'll do. My daughter was an artificer, and this was one of her first creations. Actually, that's who you remind me of.
Well, here goes nothing. I don't know what I did to make it break like that. I'm so sorry.
No, child, it's okay. It's just a bracelet. Must have been too old at this point. Well, if that won't work, maybe this will. Breathing is a privilege, not a right. Relax. The collar's not going to kill you. I thought I'd at least get a little bit of fun before you're eventually executed. You know, kid, you're only alive because of your mother's weak heart. I should have insisted harder on killing you when you were born. Alas, anything for my children.
Help!
Gianna, my child, it's quite late. Don't you worry about closing out the floor. I can do that. Just head on home safe. All right?
Oh my goodness, sir. Are you sure? You already worked so hard, I wouldn't want to bother you with that.
No bother at all. I'm finding myself having a good day today. Might as well make it good for other people too.
You truly are saintly, sir. Well, thank you so much for your help. Optimus bless you on your journey.
You as well, Gianna. I'll see you tomorrow. Unfortunately, I can't have your spittle dirtying my floor anymore. Run along now, doing whatever it is you do, vermin. Enjoy your last 6 years of life.
Last we left off, the four of you, including Kesper, their parent and monarch of hell, Valara, and strangely enough, Luce's mother, Mia, were thrust into a desperate attempt to restore the soul of Valara's lover Toya in order to restore the protective field around the house, keeping you all alive. It was only with the direction of Valara, the power of Luce, and the trust of Liv that this was accomplished with the story and a bit of greater understanding. leading to all of you being safe. For now.
Thank you, darling. I hate to ask so much of you all the time. You can rest whenever you'd like.
And she very gently, places the prayer paper, the wooden prayer slip, back around her neck. And we see Luce's blood has intermingled with the ink on top of the slip and is sinking into the wood. Like the wood itself is thirsty and in need of this nourishment and just kind of drinks it up. And the ink that had started to spread comes back into the characters, making them look neat and together and resonant once more.
There we go. Now we have all the time we need to catch up. Casper!
And there's now a kind of motherly attitude, a kind of a mom checking in with her kid.
Please do enlighten me. I heard something about an exile being run out of town. How exciting.
Oh no. Well, Valara, mother, I've been going to the material plane and not telling you?
Seems like it. You know, I had my suspicions, but I figured it was classic young adult rebellion. You know, we all need to experiment when we're at your age. Gods know I did it too.
Yeah. Well, they are very clearly uncomfortable. They're not used to this level of scrutiny from you, Valara. And they begin to tell you the story. They start in from 10 years ago, how you tried to find them somebody that they could cultivate, and that it was Liv, and they never actually did cultivate them. You know this part, and then it gets to the part where the Acklith showed them, and they reached out, and there was no window.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when they started giving gifts, and then eventually they just decided to help. They look over at you, Liv, and I think that you know without them even saying it, they're kind of asking you permission to tell their mother about the fact that you are constantly killing them.
I turn to Pastiche and just go, "This is why I'm glad I don't have parents." And I nod at Casper.
Oh, same here.
And I might have died a few times, but it's okay. Clearly, I'm still all right. And last time that it happened, it wasn't just me that was going to die. It was everybody, and they don't come back. So they grabbed onto my horns and they exploded with me. And now we're in hell. And I'm gonna put them back. I'm sorry. I didn't ask for permission to have people over.
Casper, sorry. I'm proud of you. This is everything I've ever wanted for you, was for you to forge your own path, make your own choices, make your own mistakes. You know, I'd rather you do it inside the house than outside of it, you know. And it's absolutely fine for you to explode and get burned, get stabbed, whatever it ends up being, as long as it's not here. Because if that happens here, then, well, there's no going back.
Yeah, of course. And you hear in your mind from Kesper, I think I found something to believe in.
Oh, sapling. And to Kesper's horror, Valara bends down and just sweeps them up in a big hug and kind of picks them up off of their feet a little, almost as though they were an infant again. Oh, I'm so proud of you. You've grown so much. And gently puts them back onto the ground.
People are watching.
Yes.
They just immediately start straightening their hair and they're very, very embarrassed.
You must forgive my indiscretions, my child's friends. You see, this is the first and only child I've ever had. I'm not exactly sure what it means or what it looks like to be a parent. I did, after all, carve them from a shattered piece of my own horn and a drop of my infernal blood. That is how we do it, yes?
Mia leans over to Luce and says, yes, that's where babies come from.
Mom, I have helped people give birth. That is not how it's done at all.
You're there at the end. Closer. It's a lot closer to how it's done for changelings than the material way.
I'm just joking with you all. I am a concubus after all. Well, regardless. And Valara kind of softens their look and regards all of you. And there's, again, that sense for each of you now, not just Liv, that she's looking beyond just your material, mortal vessels. She's looking at something deeper, something a lot more intimate and sacred. Your souls. And it's not as though she's attempting to pry, it's kind of just how she sees. Like how bats can't help but hear in supersonic senses, and how bulettes can't help but sense tremors around them. And her eyes fix on Vox. You've gone through a great deal quite recently, haven't you?
Did my soul tell you that?
Something of the sort. You see, as much as our outer and external masks lie and persuade, even to ourselves, there's something about our souls that can't hide. And at that, her gaze flicks to Pastiche, briefly, and then returns back to you, Vox.
I would say that's true, yes. It's been a difficult couple of weeks.
Have you had the chance to examine or tour my greenhouse?
I have not. I've been preoccupied with your crafts room, in fact.
Of course. Actually, have any of you gotten the chance to tour the greenhouse?
Yes.
Right. Live in Pastiche. Somehow I'm not surprised. Well, there is a very special flower in the depths of that garden. It is what we fiends call a Pact flower, and it bears a Pact seed. That is how we forge these contracts and bonds with mortals on the material plane. The recipient of the pact swallows the seed. The seed takes root in your soul, and it blooms in whatever direction you choose to cultivate it in. It is a bond of mutual respect and understanding. The strength of that relationship and the shape of it will determine what blossoms.
That sounds deeply unnutritious.
No, it is not meant to give nutrition or to yield calories. Is that what you mortal folk need to survive? No. It's more of a way to strengthen your soul itself. As for you, Vox, your soul seems to yearn to me. Was your faith or belief or path recently shattered?
Now, I can't speak myself to faith or devotion, but what's left of my... Well, perhaps that's not entirely true. My devotion has been strained, cracked, like painted glass, like something sharp and wounded.
I see.
Perhaps that's what you sense. I had two things I was devoted to. And Vox will go in their bag, and they will take out Serv's memory core, their fathers and their mentors' unit. A little blue glowing artifice ball of runes and carved pieces. And we'll take out that little frame, the pistol frame they've been holding, click it into a small iron band that has been stitched to the top with a handful of infernal iron that has been looped and hooked over to flat pieces that kind of just have been hanging, that I have procured from the craft room. I hope you don't mind. And then I will take Scuttle, my little artificial crab piece, as it kind of hops off the top of the hat and scuttles down and holds the pieces in place, and then forms into a long, arcane Eldritch cannon. This has been broken, and all I have left. And now my devotion is only to my reunion with my sister.
I see. You are searching for more than just your sister, though, aren't you?
I like to work one problem at a time.
I see. How pragmatic. Suits you.
Gets the job done.
Well, if you want it, Vox, there is a Pact seed with your name on it in my garden. It comes with naught but one condition, that if you swallow it, you must swear that you will quest to find something to believe in. As long as you are actively searching for that cause, that person, that bond, that home, my magic will be there for you.
I think you can.
This is how you do it.
I think you can.
This is how you do it.
Prestige? I thank you kindly for the opportunity.
You're very welcome. I'm excited to see what sort of growth and new beginnings bloom from your soul. I'll be keeping a vested interest in your journey.
I look forward to finding out myself.
Speaking of Pact seeds, and Tada eyes fall on Tada child and Liv. You. And again, that gaze flicks up to the mark on your forehead, Liv.
Gosh, you're so dramatic.
I love it.
It does come with the territory. There's something very interesting about you, Liv. You say that you've never felt devotion, of course, outside of your friendship with my child. And yet, you bear a broken oath mark. For the oath mark to be broken, it must have been whole in the first place, no?
I have no idea. I was born with this.
What? Well, I'd never heard of any warlocks of Makotis even being able to break his pact, much less be born with a broken mark.
I'm sorry, who?
Makotis.
Gesundheit.
No, Makotis is a person, an archdevil, to be precise. Rather a nasty piece of work. Not my favorite.
It was my understanding that this was the mark of Optimus, the leader
Gesundheit?
of the Order of the... Is this...
Oh.
This is a Tom Marvolo riddle type of situation.
And a look of kind of understanding slides over Valara's face like puzzle pieces clicking into place, and she sits down on like a big armchair in the safe room. And there's something close to like, not admiration exactly, but like wonder on her expression.
Wow. Optimus, you say? And tell me, how many people are pledged to Optimus's service?
Thousands? Tens of thousands? I don't really... A city. An entire city.
A whole turtle's worth.
A whole turtle's worth.
Oh, Makotis, you scoundrel. You see, Makotis and I, we don't see eye to eye on the best of days. In fact, we've never seen eye to eye at all. I like my devotion freely given, opted into, and chosen. But Makotis has always been self-serving. He will take power wherever and whenever he can. He will lie, he will swindle, he will oppress, he will cheat, and yes, he will corrupt. I don't like him. I never have, and I never will. And I have a feeling that this Order of Optimus is little more than a front.
Yeah, I just raise my hand to the mark. Optimus is from hell? There's that can't be true.
Actually, all of this makes sense. No one's seen Makotis in decades. Ugh, this is what he's been up to. This is why I stay out of this fight, this endless war between fiends. Oh, what a waste of resources.
But the Order of Optimus is dedicated to wiping out demon kind. Why?
Like I said, there's something genius about this ploy, dedicated to wiping out demonkind, yes, obliterating the competition, it seems, and claiming a vast hundreds numbers of souls in the process. In a way, it's almost admirable.
Oh boy.
I mean, it does sort of make sense if you think about it. We've watched outside the windows. They're fighting each other the whole time.
Yeah, I do get it now. It makes a lot of sense, especially the way these individuals been trying to hunt you is in a very devilish way, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
Would you like a seat?
Okay, none of this explains this, and I point to my forehead.
You're right. None of this does explain that you were born with a broken mark of Makotis. The reasons for that are beyond even my comprehension at this stage. Though the fact that you are alive is rather incomprehensible as well. I would assume that Makotis would wish to slay you as soon as you came out with that on your head.
The paladins have certainly tried.
I helped with that.
Yeah, thanks.
The survival, not the death.
Oh, good job, sapling. See, I knew you could do this. Cultivating souls isn't as intimidating as you think it is. Yes, it is very vulnerable and in a lot of regards rather embarrassing. I mean, we are bearing our souls to each other quite literally, but aren't the rewards worth it? Friendship?
It's growing on me.
Liv. You are being pursued by this order, yes?
Yes.
I can see it in your soul. There is a darkness that follows you, that tails you. You will have to confront it sooner rather than later, if you wish it to resolve.
I don't think I can take on an entire army and their arch-fiend leader.
Not alone.
I mean, we'll help, or I'll help.
I'll help.
I'm supposed to get a story. This would be an amazing story.
And perhaps I can help as well. There are many Pact seeds in the garden, you see. I could certainly spare another. Not for you to use immediately, especially if you still have hesitations. But, Casper, Liv. If and when the two of you are ready to forge a bond, not between me or any other fiend, but between each other, you will find that this bond will strengthen each of you in turn and equip you with the power needed to stand against forces that seek to destroy you.
Are they... Is Valara lying about anything? Or purposely omitting?
I will just straight up give this to you, Liv. She has been completely honest this entire time and has not put on any sort of artifice or lie.
That makes things worse. I never thought that I would long for the days where I was peacefully being chased by the paladins instead of actively being chased by the paladins.
You look over at Kesper. They are blushing. As if their mom approved of their relationship.
Oh my god.
The offer is on the table, Liv. I know that your upbringing must have made you extremely wary of those who brandish faith as a weapon or as medicine. And I understand. Believe me, I truly do. Which is why I would not want you to imbibe this seed with anything less than eyes and hearts wide open, with hands reaching out willingly, in choice. And perhaps in time, Liv, when you're ready, you can come to see that it truly is a holy thing to devote yourself to someone, and for them to devote themselves to you in turn.
Sounds dangerous.
Anything worth fighting for always is.
You like stories. And Valara's eyes fall on Pastiche.
Oh, I love them. I tell them all the time.
My world is shattered.
Yeah, like just dropping this bomb and then turning to Pastiche being like, oh, tell me a story.
I see. You mentioned the Feywild earlier. Is that where you're from?
Absolutely, yes. I go to the material plane quite a lot, but from the summer court, I've been there my whole life, either between 2 years or 200 or 2000, I don't know. I've been here for quite a while. I've seen a lot of different stuff. Every time I go to the material plane, it's always different. It's always interesting.
Yes, the mortal world has a habit of changing and shifting constantly. 10 years is quite a long time in the material plane. But here, well, I've had games of Go that have lasted longer than a decade.
No, tell me about it. I don't know what Go is.
Go is a wonderful pastime. It's a board game between two people. It might take too long to explain, but in terms of stories, you're not a follower of Puck, are you?
Oh, Puck? Oh, Puck! Yes. Well, follower is a strong word. Acquaintance.
Acquaintance.
Partner of sorts.
Partner or acquaintance, because those two things are very different, and I know the Feywild is very particular about roles and positions.
Well, so this is how it really is. Josta does most of the talking to Puck. Puck gets information from us, from our time on the material plane, and we tell the Summer Court, more like Oberon, Titania, just, little bits and pieces of things going on, little doodads and all of that.
I see. So
information gathering of a sort.
Are you a scribe, a playwright, or an actor?
I act. I'm dabbling in playwriting right now, but more in the information gathering part, just I haven't put pen to paper yet.
I meant that Metaphorically, do you simply witness the events that transpire on the material plane and write about them, or do you wish to forge a legacy of your own?
Oh, well, I mean, nobody wants to leave the world in a way that they didn't. Usually what I say is, there are two types of people in the world. There are the people that leave a story that is told for ages, and then there are ones that are forgotten. So, I believe I would prefer to leave a mark.
I
I
see.
think I've been doing quite a good job so far. Maybe.
And tell me, what is the difference between a story that is remembered and a story that is forgotten?
Well, one sticks around and one doesn't.
Of course. A circuitous answer, perhaps to a circuitous question. But what makes it stick?
The impact. You listen to it,
Yes.
and it draws you in. It inspires you to dig into yourself, be introspective, make you want to better yourself, or maybe lean away from different things because you watch somebody who has those aspects and they failed. So you don't want to fail in the same way that they did. But it's really up to interpretation now, isn't it?
Of course. Spoken like a true artist. And what types of stories do you wish to leave in your wake, Prestige? Because your words are saying one thing, but your soul is saying quite another.
Oh, you see it too?
Yes.
Oh,
Something-
yes.
Dark and inky, spreading across it.
Yeah, I noticed that myself when I was in the room that we were in before. I did a little bit of dabbling and I saw some things that I didn't quite understand, but that happens quite a lot, actually.
Yes, when you are dabbling with magic, you don't quite understand.
Yeah.
You're very lucky your soul didn't implode.
Oh, that could have happened? That would have been interesting.
Yes. It would have been quite dire. We would have had to pick up pieces of you for centuries.
Oh. Well, luckily that didn't happen, now did it?
Yes, luckily. Regardless, your soul, it's marred, it's marked by some other force similar to the force pursuing Liv. You have an enemy.
Oh, yes. You know about that too, do you?
Not the details, I can simply sense the malice.
It's interesting. They have a tattoo kind of like your tattoo. Are there any skulls on your pine tree?
Oh, here. And the pine tree tattoo moves across her skin and now like comes up to her throat, and the branches cover her face, kind of spindling upward like reverse horns. Skulls. And she kind of like scrolls along her face, and the entirety of the tattoo kind of flutters by past her eyes. No, just blossoms. And then it, like a snake, goes right back down her arm.
It's a wonderful trick. Oh.
Thank you. It's a piece of art that someone very dear to me gave to me as a gift.
Oh, well, you must give me the reference. I've been thinking about getting a tattoo too myself at some point.
One with skulls?
No, not something so macabre. I do like color a lot more. I mean, I like death, but more in a different way than celebrating it that way, if that makes sense.
Yes, that does make sense. And the person, the entity, the, mirror? that pursues you? Do they celebrate death?
Well, I don't know if they celebrate it, but they did say that we were going to have to fight each other and only one of us is going to survive. So there is that.
That does sound like it has the makings of a wonderful story, one that could leave an impact for ages to come. But outside of that story, right now, the impact you seem to be leaving, on my domain at least, is stolen and spilled wine. Tell me, Pastiche's friends, are they typically like this where you go?
Yes, always.
Yes.
Consistently at all times.
I've witnessed this, yeah.
Also, you were the one who smashed up the room.
Yeah.
You...
I didn't even need to insight check it at this point.
I think we knew.
Once again, I don't know anything.
Honestly, I did it after because I thought that it was broken, so I tried to make it look like it was broken. I don't know. It was just something that I thought about I have a tendency to act before thinking.
To leave chaos in your wake.
One would say.
Well,
I would say it's interesting.
I do enjoy a bit of sporting chaos every now and then. Who are we to deny ourselves the pleasures of frivolities? That said, Pastiche, what do you fight for?
That's a great question.
Is it Puck?
No. Well, for now, for now it's Puck. For now, well,
You sound unsure.
because I don't know. It's honestly, it's kind of it's in the moment. I've fought for the people that I'm around a lot. I've made sure that Vox has survived a few times. I've made sure that I've helped Liv summon your Casper here.
Try to summon.
Yes,
They made me eggs. It was nice.
Yes, they were delicious, right?
Babies.
In a way, yes. It's very difficult to really say. I guess I don't know what I fight for until I'm fighting for it.
I see. Well, you like stories, so allow me to regale you with one. And she reaches down to the sword strapped to her waist. It's a beautiful sword, and as she speaks, she slowly draws it, not with any violent intent toward any of you, but kind of to present it to you all so you can look at it more closely. She draws it slowly, and a silver blade starts slipping out of the scabbard with a kind of shing, a resonant, unsheathing noise. And as she does, she says, "There once was a very well-respected general of a little town called Siege. And she dedicated her entire life toward the people there, to her home. She was loyal, perhaps to a fault in some regards, strict, but also kind, responsible, but she also had her own form of humor. Siege, if you're unaware, rests on top of a powerful device that they call the King's Mercy. If this device were to ever collapse toward the ground, it would emanate a shockwave so devastating that all life on the material plane would be wiped out as we know it. And of course, because this is the world that we live in, there was once a group of people who sought to activate this device. Their reasons, to me, are boring and unimportant. People will always seek to do bad things in the name of justice. Regardless, the harms that they sought to bring were very real. And so this general, by herself, made a choice in the moment to protect that which was important to her, She stood her ground, and a marvelous battle took place between herself, the men who followed her, and all the forces that sought to activate the king's mercy. At the end of the day, she prevailed, but the cost was steep. She gave her life to the cause. And because of her, Siege, the mortal plane, and the material realm still stands to this day. I believe the people of Siege even erected a statue in her honor. If you ever end up visiting that place, you should try to find it. It's somewhere very visible and beautiful. You see, history remembers great battles because their participants fought for something. If you are only ever reacting to the world around you and don't have people or causes to fight for on your own, then your confrontation with whomever might be pursuing you may be tremendous in the moment, yes, and story-worthy, but will fade quickly to the sands of time. You must forge your own path beyond simply responding to what this world throws at you. The people of Siege don't remember this general, and she sheaths the weapon once more. My Chang, solely because of her heroic death. They remember her because she was a good leader, a good woman. What will your legacy inspire others to do? It is everything that leads up to that grand finale that makes your story matter. Without the people you help, the lives you touch, and the choices you make of your own accord, it's all flash and no substance. Purple prose.
Very well. I see what you're saying. I understand. I will protect the king's mercy.
Who knows? Maybe that is your final calling. I'm interested in seeing where your path takes you, Pastiche. I hope it's not down a road you've already traveled. A road full of darkness and death.
Yes, I have killed quite a few more people than I have in the past, more recently. So hopefully that's not the case anytime. I would prefer not to... I would like to remember all of the people that I kill, if that makes sense. Like, that would be a very good thing. And since my soul apparently has killed a lot more people than I remember, I will make sure to make that part of the thing that I do from now on.
You're very good at weaving pretty words, Pastiche. I hope and I wonder, one day, that among those pretty, glittering things, you'll also find a kernel of truth. Something genuine.
Yeah, that would be great.
Lovely.
Can we also talk about how you're being pursued by a mirror?
Oh, no, it's not a mirror. It's just another changeling, like me. And I don't know, they want to kill me. It's fine.
Okay, that's very relatable. I get that.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Anyone else?
They gave me time.
I mean, you keep trying to kill me, but I think we're kind of beyond that, so... Nope, can't relate.
They say killing's a cycle, so I think you can complete it somehow. You should kill whoever's chasing Pastiche.
Could you do that?
Was that to me or to Kesper?
To Casper.
Okay.
No, that is not my journey. I think it's theirs. I'm happy to help. I'm gonna. She looks at her mother and just says, "I'm gonna keep helping, but I'm a supporting player in their story.
That is our role as cultivators. It's important that they're able to make their own choices and walk their own path. I know some fiends take a more involved approach, but I think it's a lot more genuine when we just let the seed grow.
Oh, you did bring up swords. They did actually give me this one, and they pull out the rapier that they've had on their side. It's the blade is always there. It's kind of just more of like a clasp that they put it on, and it's a really jagged looking rapier blade, made of like almost like an obsidian glass, where you can see like little flecks of like it's like a galaxy inside of it, like a night sky. And they kind of do like a quick flourish with it. I've noticed that when I've stabbed people with this, I can switch places with them no matter where I am. I actually did it with a starfish once, and it's good, but they gave me this to fight them. So I don't know if they think that I am much of a threat at the moment. Do you know anything about this blade? Have you had any stories of this one?
Valara, you recognize this immediately. This is not your modus operandi, but this is a Pact weapon. This is a hex blade.
I see. And can I tell who gave it to Pastiche? Like the kind of magic of the person who did it?
It is Fey in origin, but can you give me a history check?
Yes, I can. That is a natural 20.
Okay.
Hey, you're rolling really good
That's
today.
really good.
I know, I'm using my DM dice. They always roll really high or really low.
Hell yeah. This is an incredibly difficult thing. So I'm really glad you got a nat 20. I can only give you one word, though.
Okay.
Something about this, decades, maybe even centuries ago, you went to the Feywild and you met someone who was going into some sort of battle similar to this. They're somewhere in a chandelier 3 stories up, and probably like hanging above an island in the kitchen. But they said they were being chased by something called a fetch.
A fetch?
Yes.
Okay. Does Valara know what a fetch is, or was that just kind of...
You don't know what it is, but you know that it's connected to this somehow.
Okay. Oh, that's not good.
I thought the quality was all right.
No, the weapon itself is fine. It's actually quite a fine hexblade.
A hexblade?
But the circumstances under which you acquired it are not good. You are actually in far more danger than I initially assumed. Whoever is pursuing you is very powerful indeed. Perhaps more powerful than I.
Oh, well, that's saying something. Well,
Yes, it is.
I think we found my purpose, then. The purpose is survival.
Welcome to my club. Oh, birds of a feather.
See, yeah,
Look at
you know
us.
what? I always thought that we were kindred spirits.
We always think things through before we act.
Survive, yes. But it's also important to consider the effects that your actions have on the world around you. For instance, would you kill someone if it meant that you yourself would survive, even if they had no part in your pursuit? Questions to consider, questions with no right answers. Just something to keep in mind.
Okay. So, this blade is good and bad at the same time. I'm in danger from it. They, now they're speaking to the blade itself. I will conquer you, and you will be mine, and that will be it. For I will be the king.
Conquest. That is a fascinating approach to take to it. Yes, you can certainly try to assert your dominance over that blade. Or perhaps you can try to understand it. Would you prefer to be conquered, Prestige, or to be understood?
I mean, it depends on the mood, but, right now, I would like to be understood.
Well, I hope you will extend a similar courtesy to the people and things around you.
Very well.
Well, this has been a fascinating tea party. One of the more interesting ones I've been having of late. Again, all those Dukes of Hell always want something. From neutral parties in this unending blood war. So it's a welcome change of pace to talk to mortals and fae who simply wish to survive.
I'm so tired.
We thank you for the hospitality.
Of course. Please, you are welcome to crash here anytime.
You do have quite a lovely home.
Thank you. I put a lot of thought into decorating it and to ensuring that it remains safe. Casper.
Yes.
Do make sure that you continue to extend our hospitality to your friends.
Of course, Mother. Always. Although I do think they would like to be sent home, and maybe perhaps we can figure out how to get rid of the giant 5-headed fire-breathing demon snake.
Yes, that thing. Well, now that the field is back up, it should be a lot easier to take care of. How about this? You and your friends can go back to the greenhouse and return to the material plane, and you can let your mother take care of the giant fire-breathing 5-headed demon snake.
Yes. Yeah, I can absolutely do that. Would it be alright if I went with them to the material plane?
I do hate to have to see you leave after only being reunited with you for a few bare hours, but yes, you are your own person now, and I want you to find your own path, so if this is where your path is taking you, very well.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you.
Of course. But don't ever hesitate to come back home if you're in danger, or if you need me.
They walk up and hug you.
Oh.
Well, it's been some time since you've done this. Oh, come here, sapling.
Don't make it weird.
We see wings sprout from Valara's back. These pair of huge bat wings that come out and they kind of fold over Kesper and then and retract back into her body.
You see much smaller wings come out of Kesper and then immediately retract as well.
There. All of you must be exhausted and ready to go back home. So please take any provisions you need from my coffers and my pantries and my wine cellar. And when you're ready, I'll send you off in the greenhouse.
My life is a lie.
I did notice one thing, that wine is spelled a little different, that they put an H in there. I don't understand why, but it moaned a lot.
Oh, it's full of samples of liquefied suffering. It's a much better buzz. You don't even get a hangover.
Did you drink that?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
It was
it.
delicious. Yeah.
It is delicious. It tastes really good. Would you like some? I can have one of my friends pack some up for you.
I would love
Pastiche
it.
talk me out of this.
No.
Don't worry, Liv. It is ethically sourced suffering.
There's such a thing
Free range
as
suffering is the
free
best type of suffering.
GMO-free, organic suffering,
Gluten-free suffering.
Gluten-free,
sugar-free,
dairy-free,
0 calorie.
We'll take a bottle.
cruelty-free. Yes, lovely.
Just a bottle? I have a whole bag of holding. We could take so much more.
How about this? I can give your party 2 of my finest vintages.
That is very, very kind of you.
Yes.
Valara, as you say this, there's a small coffee table. They're just there. They appear in a puff of smoke.
Yes. She picks them up kind of by the neck and kind of hands them to you, Pastiche, assuming you're the one with the bag of holding. And your party can see the specific like bottle and like the flavor of suffering on the label. One of them seems to be ecstatic agony, and maybe that makes Kesper a little embarrassed.
Ooh.
And the other one is the suffering of the so-called righteous tasting their own medicine.
I want that one.
And tasting, the righteous tasting their own medicine.
Yes.
Maybe we just let Liv have that bottle.
Do you want to carry it around? I could keep a hold of it
No,
for
you can keep it in your bag.
Okay. All right. Well, these look amazing. I definitely want to know how you made the static one.
I don't think I should tell
at
you
some
in front of my child, but
Oh.
do right.
They do that thing where it's like they cover their head with their hand, just like, I'm not looking at this.
I get it, trade secrets. You know how like a bakery never tells you how they make their croissants.
Pastiche just winks.
Yes.
Can we open the escape? Can we open the safe room door now, please?
Yes. And Valara gets up from the armchair. The wings come out briefly for her to stretch. They almost like touch either like wall on either side and then back into her shoulder blades. She approaches that part of the wall, which just looks like pure oak slats from your perspective, but places a hand against one of the slats. And again, there's like and a bit of blood that seeps into the oak, and the panel parts, revealing the soul room on the other side, and beyond that, the rest of the manor.
Come along now.
Really am sorry about the mess.
It's all good and fine. I'm glad you didn't make more of a mess than it already was. Then I would have been actually upset.
I wasn't going to break it, I promise.
As everyone leaves, Mia actually stops you, Valara.
Mm-hmm.
Your child. They're watching over Liv. Will they watch over my boy too?
I can certainly ask, Casper. Ultimately, that is a choice they must make for themselves. But your boy, he's brave. And he's surrounded by good people. People who definitely seem to, and I believe truly do, care for him. Believe me, I was loath to part with my child when I first sent them off to the material plane. Actually, to watch over Liv. It took them longer than that to actually go, though. But the thing about being parents, what I'm quickly learning is, at some point, we have to let go. We have to let them make their own choices. And our duty is only to love them. Unconditionally. Is it not? And to ensure that they live beyond us. That they carry on our legacy, yes, but that they also forge a legacy of their own. And one day, for us to pass on, and for them to survive.
Can you make me a persuasion check with advantage?
Oh my god, yes. I'm so glad you asked, because charisma is actually, what? My strongest stat?
Oh my god, I had no idea.
What? Okay, I'm glad it was with advantage because that was a 4. See, this either rolls really high or really low.
Okay.
Perfect for
I'm rolling.
DMing.
Okay, that was much better. Yes. That is 26.
Oh my god.
Mia looks at you, takes your words in, and she furrows her brow. She's really, really thinking about what you're saying. She puts her hand on your shoulder and just nods and walks down with the rest of the party. As she's walking down, she says without looking at you, "Good luck with that snake. He was a bitch to rile up."
You are an extremely impressive fighter if you were able to do that to that creature. And this is, she says this in a way that only Mia can hear, and Luce, if Luce is kind of like tailing kind of toward the back of the group. As for your soul, Mia, are you aware that there's not exactly a piece missing, but there's something gone there that I'm not sure should have been gone in the first place.
That's not yours to see. And she walks away.
Well then. As all of you step back into the manor proper, Valara pauses on the threshold outside of the soul room. And as there's a moment where all of you kind of like turn and kind of face her to say this farewell, she turns to each of you in turn. First to Vox. I hope you find what you're looking for, whatever it might end up being. And I hope that the journey to get there is less tragic than it has to be, than it already has been.
Just nods and looks on towards the greenhouse.
Turns to Pastiche. I hope you're able to write a story about yourself that you can be proud of. And that I hope you're able to make choices that you can live with.
You live with every choice that you make. It is up to the interpretation of others if it is worthy of their time.
Luce, thank you for the service you have rendered me, and for the help you gave to Toru. It truly means the world. If you weren't here, her first goddess might have taken her.
No problem. I'm glad I could help. Thank you.
Of course. You're brave. You take after the people who raised you, I can tell. And I know you take care of your group here as well. I hope that they're able to take care of you too. Liv.
What now?
My apologies for perhaps shattering your worldview when it comes to Makotis. I did not intend to destabilize your perspective in such a tremendous fashion.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you for being such a good and kind friend to my child.
I find that
They
very
really
strange.
need you.
Because I haven't done a single thing for Casper.
That's not true. That's not true. That's never been true. You were my first friend before you even knew me. And
Sounds a little parasocial, but that's okay.
it was very parasocial. You have no idea. I'm really glad you didn't go into my room. But there were... Then you met me, and you saved me too. It's more than that.
Yeah, I save a lot of people.
Liv, I hope one day you can heal both the broken oath that seems to have defined so much of you up until this point, and your relationship to devotion itself. And don't get me wrong, some wounds will leave scars. We are never the same as the people we once were, before we were hurt. But isn't that what living's all about?
I wouldn't know. I haven't lived yet.
Then and start doing it, because you mortals only have so much time. Every day is a blessing and a chance to make new choices.
I'll try to keep that in mind.
As for you, sapling, I've already said everything I need to say for you. I'm so proud of you. You are blooming into your very own tree, and I could not be more excited to see the kind of fiend and person you become.
Oh, thank you.
One day, I will pass on, and all of this will be yours. But in the meantime, go have fun.
Yes. I will absolutely do that. And I hope that I can someday tell you stories too.
I can't wait to hear them. And please use protection if you must. I can give you some spell scrolls that will help you. Oh my god,
Mom, no.
I invented them myself. They're foolproof.
I'm aware.
There
aware.
are
I
a
remember
lot
my
of
16th
diseases
birthday.
out there.
Yes.
There's a lot of monsters out there, too. That seems useful.
Oh.
Well, if that's the way you would like to go about
Gee, Mom,
having fun,
it was great
who
to
am I
see you.
to deny you this?
This was amazing. Oh, look, sorry, gotta go. And then they just they dive into the Acolith portal. And you can see that it appears that there's like, there's like, opaqueness around it, but they go through as if it were water.
Mm-hmm.
And, Gesper is out.
All right then, farewell. Do grab a packed seat on your way out if you'd be so inclined, and come and visit any time.
Very well. It was lovely meeting you. You have a wonderful home, like I said before. You are absolutely gorgeous. And you have a gorgeous home. I will take one seat.
Oh.
And I just like souvenirs. Puts it in their bag real quick and then jumps through the portal.
Make good choices with that pastiche. Well, the rest of you will hold them accountable, I hope.
Could I ask what the pack seed looks like before Vox picks it up?
Yes. There are several packed seeds in specifically a single flower that floats in the midst of an otherwise muddy and unremarkable pond in this garden. And this is a single humble lotus flower. And there are like seeds within the lotus itself. Something about it feels deeply loved and well cared for. And all of you remember that lotus bloom on Toru's ring.
Vox will reach down and as delicately as their kind of roughshod hands can, will take the seed, step up to the portal, nod again. Truly, it has been a pleasure. And then we'll pop it in their mouth and fall backwards into the portal.
Lucis, just gonna smile, nod, look at his mom, and hold her hand if she will let him, and then he'll go through.
She does.
I'm gonna wait for Luce's mom to go through the portal so that it's just me.
Mm-hmm.
You're scary. I don't like that. And I know you are Kesper's parent, but that doesn't mean anything beyond maybe a fraction, a sliver of trust that you don't mean any of us harm. But thank you for the truth.
Liv, I haven't even told Kesper this. The reason why I made them in the first place. You see, fiends can create children in any number of ways. Some can do it the mortal way. I can do that as well. Others we choose to carve from stone or from flesh or from pieces of our own body. I have long been disinterested in being a parent. But then, a number of centuries ago, that itch gnawed at me. You see, my entire life, I'd been collecting other people's devotion for their gods, for myself, yes, and for other causes, homes, and bonds that they might have. I have spent my entire life knowing what it is to be devoted to. But I had no idea what it meant to devote myself to something entirely and unconditionally. That is why I made Casper. I wanted to know what it felt like to worship. And let me tell you, it's scary. But I like it. I love my child. I would do anything for them. And if any harm were to befall them, I myself would raise my horns from the depths of the hells and burn the mortal realm to the ground. But I also trust my child. They are more powerful than I've given them credit for. And now, they have you. And you have them.
Wow, I feel... You were definitely trying to say something about devotion, and I'm a little too shocked right now to try and decipher what you're talking about. But I'll remember this. And I can't promise you that I'm going to fully protect Kesper, but out of respect for everything that they have done for me, I will try.
And it is Valara who plucks a pact seed from the lotus and hands it to you. And she says, as you take it in your palm, I would not want you to take this pact with anything less than confidence and mutual choice. So if you need to sleep on it, if you need to wait and think, please take the time that you require. And in the meantime, you might need this back. And she reaches behind herself and there's just your shield back in her hand. And she hands it to you.
It's pretty broken up, isn't it?
It is bent to shit.
Thanks. Again. And I'm just gonna walk through the portal.
Good luck. Be safe.
And as the portal closes, the last any of you see of Valara are those bright, blazing, golden eyes, full of hope and full of love.
Liv. Tiffany. Please read me the Flames card.
A powerful devil becomes your enemy. The devil seeks your ruin and plagues your life, savoring your suffering before attempting to slay you. This enmity lasts until either you or the devil dies. It's not Valara, is it?
No. I'm just going to say that no.
Let's kill our first guess.
Thank goodness.
Can you imagine read that card, then Connie's just like, oh yeah, no, and then I casted I power word kill on Liv.
Yeah, I cast Disintegrate on all of you.
Okay, Connie, now. Liv, through your life, you have had so many people be your enemy, some of which appear to have different origins than you have ever truly understood or known until now. But now you have two very powerful fiends that you may not consider friends yet, but they're getting close to considering you one. With the balancing of these scales, you level up. You all level up.
Yes.
Level 5.
Yeah.
Now, as you pass through the portal, the first thing that you hear is Mia's voice going, no, 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 over and over again, as if her and Luce swap bodies. She is punching a tree. She is freaking out. She is pulling her hair out. You can see that her axe is on the ground as if she like shakily dropped it. We were never supposed to be back here again. And you look off into the distance and you see metal and glass towers in the distance. Some sort of magic comes over you, but also the slightest smell of death. Luce, you recognize this from a nightmare. My friends, my party, welcome to Croesus, the capital city of the Collective, and the home of the Fractal King.
Oh, I'm home.
And that's where we're gonna leave it.
Oh,
Fucking
my
hell.
goodness.
Uh-huh.
Stories Told Again is a podcast, game mastered and produced by Austin Bakke, and performed by Tiffany Veprinski as Liv, Connie Chang as Valara, Rayne Eldridge as Vox, Took I Guess as Luce, and Jeff Barry as Pastiche. Editing by Rayne Eldridge. Mastering by Tiffany Veprinski. The logo and all artwork is done by Beelzebub Hairbinger. A link to their work can be found in the episode description. Lore keeping by Jess the Cleaver. Website and social media by Chelsea Louis. Special thanks to Connie Chang. Be sure to rate us 5 stars and follow us on social media, link in description. Thanks for listening, and welcome to the story.